ground yourself. Feel the energy of the mountain.
Hey everyone, if you're like me, always on the hunt for those hidden gaming gems that make your wallet happy and your thumbs even happier, then I'm thrilled to share something for you today. Forget about the big AAA titles that demand all your cash. Instead, let's focus on the charm of those lesser known but equally thrilling AA games that often fly under the radar yet deliver exceptional quality. These gems often bring unique gameplay mechanics that can provide hours of fun and excitement. I've personally discovered some real treasures among these titles that I can't wait to share with you. Today, I'm diving into 25 amazing AA games that are totally worth every penny. Expect action, emotion, creativity, and even a bit of mayhem. These games have a unique flair that often feels more personal than their bigger counterparts. I love how they often tell stories that resonate on a deeper level. So grab your favorite snack and let's jump right in, it's game time. Each of these titles offers a fresh experience, proving that you don't need to break the bank to enjoy quality gaming. I promise you'll find something here that will surprise and delight you. Whether you're into epic adventures, gripping narratives, or quirky indie experiences, there's something for every kind of gamer on this list. I'm confident you'll find new favorites to enjoy, savor, and share with your friends and family. I can't wait to hear which ones become your favorites. Let's explore together. Welcome back to Retro Pocket. If you enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing content.
Disturbance? I'm a big fan. Now move!
Robocop Rogue City. Let's start with something that's both retro and futuristic. I'm talking about Robocop Rogue City. I mean, seriously, who doesn't love a good old Robocop game? You get to step into the shoes, or should I say metallic boots, of our favorite part man, part machine hero, dispensing justice in a gritty, crime-ridden city. What really impressed me was how the atmosphere nails the essence of the classic movies, while blending nostalgia with modern game mechanics. The combat feels powerful. Every bullet you fire seems to carry the weight of Robocop's justice. Plus, it's got that unmistakable 80s vibe with neon-soaked visuals. The immersion is off the charts. I loved how it wasn't just about the action either. The storyline goes deeper, really digging into the moral dilemmas Robocop faces. It adds a layer of complexity that elevates the whole experience. All in all, it's a game that'll give you that nostalgia hit while keeping you on your toes with some seriously slick combat. The pacing is excellent too, with just the right balance of story and action. Whether you're a longtime fan of Robocop or just diving in, this game is an awesome mix of past and present that pulls you right in. I couldn't help but appreciate how true it stays to the source material. The sound design, especially, makes every explosion and gunshot feel impactful. Honestly, I enjoyed the sound effects as I played this game. It's one of those games that reminds me why I fell in love with Robocop in the first place. Sifu. If you've ever fantasized about being a martial arts master, and let's be real, who hasn't, then Sifu is where it's at. I couldn't wait to dive into this one because it's a love letter to classic kung fu films, delivering non-stop action that demands skill and quick reflexes. You play as a martial artist seeking revenge, and what's truly unique is the aging mechanic. Every time you fail, your character gets older, gaining wisdom but losing stamina. It's a brilliant twist that makes every defeat sting, because you know you're one step closer to that final, irreversible defeat. The stakes feel incredibly high, and it pushes you to fight smarter with every round. The combat choreography is absolutely stunning. I mean, each punch, kick and throw is just so satisfying and fun that it's hard not to feel like a kung fu legend. Mastery takes time, and Sifu rewards perseverance like no other game I've played. It's an experience that's equal parts frustrating and utterly fulfilling. I loved how every fight felt like a high-stakes chess match, where strategy and timing were key. If you're looking for a game that challenges you both physically and mentally, Sifu delivers in spades. What's even better is the sense of growth you feel as you improve with each attempt. The satisfaction of finally mastering a move or defeating a tough enemy is unmatched. It's a perfect blend of action and introspection, pushing you to master yourself just as much as the combat. Metal Hellsinger. Who knew heavy metal and demon slaying could be so perfectly in sync? Metal Hellsinger is like if Doom decided to have a music video that you could play. From the moment I started, I was hooked. Here, you shoot demons, but in rhythm. That's right, each kill is best delivered on the beat of a pounding metal soundtrack that features some epic guest vocalists. I love how the better you sync up with the rhythm, the more powerful you become, and the music ramps up accordingly. It's high-octane, adrenaline-fueled mayhem that's just impossible to put down. I found myself completely immersed, matching every shot and swing to the music. It's a fresh twist on your typical shooter, a game where music isn't just the background, it's the entire driving force of your power. Every time I nailed the rhythm, it felt like I was in the heart of a live metal concert. The intensity of the soundtrack really adds to the gameplay, making each battle more exhilarating than the last. The guest vocalists, who are legends in the metal world, take the experience to a whole new level. Honestly, I never thought combining these two elements would feel so natural, but Metal Hellsinger proved me wrong in the best way. If you love shooters and metal, this game is the perfect blend of both worlds. It's a wild rhythmic ride that I couldn't get enough of. Every beat, every shot, made me feel like I was leading my own metal crusade.
Yet you do not fully understand it.
Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Kenna Bridge of Spirits is like stepping into a magical animated movie, one you can play. From the moment I started, I was mesmerized by the visuals. The stunning environments capture the essence of a fairy tale, filled with lush landscapes and adorable spirit creatures called Rot. I couldn't get over how beautifully animated the world is, but don't let the cutesy visuals fool you. This game packs a punch. The combat is surprisingly challenging, and the puzzles make you pause to think. I found myself having to really strategize during some of the tougher battles. You play as Kenna, a spirit guide trying to restore balance in a world full of corrupted spirits. What I loved most was the bond you develop with the Rot. These little guys are not just cute. Their abilities help you both in combat and solving puzzles. I really appreciated how they added depth to both the gameplay and the story. It's a heartwarming connection that gives the game a unique charm. It's a beautifully designed journey that's as much about exploring the world as it is about the action. Every corner of the game felt like an invitation to discover something new, whether it was a hidden path or a challenging puzzle. Kenna offers a balance between emotional storytelling and engaging gameplay, making it an unforgettable adventure. I couldn't put it down, it's just that enchanting. And let me tell you, the emotional weight in the story really hit me by the end of it all.
Now we must find the Prophet and kill him.
Chorus. Space combat never looked or felt so good. Chorus puts you at the controls of a sentient spaceship. Yeah, you heard that right, it's got a mind of its own. To battle evil cult forces in the far reaches of the universe. Right from the start, I was blown away by how immersive the experience was. The game's flight controls are incredibly responsive, allowing for some seriously slick maneuvers as you zoom around dogfighting enemies. I loved how intuitive the controls felt, making every twist and turn exhilarating. The narrative is surprisingly deep too, focusing on redemption as the protagonist, Nara, confronts her dark past. I found myself genuinely invested in her journey, as it added emotional weight to the high-stakes space battles. Visually, it's a stunner, the kind of game where you'll just stop and stare at space, if only for a second, before the chaos resumes. I frequently paused to take in the breathtaking vistas, amazed by the detail and artistry. The combination of engaging gameplay and a compelling story makes Chorus a standout title. Every battle felt like an epic showdown, and I couldn't get enough of the dynamic storytelling. The soundtrack complements the intense action perfectly, enhancing the overall experience. As I fought my way through various challenges, I felt a genuine connection to Nara and her ship. Exploring the vastness of space while battling relentless foes kept me on the edge of my seat. If you're a fan of space combat games, this one is a must-play. It's an unforgettable journey through the cosmos.
This world hurts. And it keeps hurting. And you want to hurt it back. But it's a fight you cannot win in this.
They must die! They are dead!
A Plague Tale Requiem. Prepare to be hit right in the feels with A Plague Tale Requiem. I was completely immersed in this game's emotional story, stunning graphics, and intense gameplay moments. You follow the siblings Amicia and Hugo as they navigate a world riddled with plague-ridden rats and even more dangerous people. The atmosphere is so palpable that I often found myself holding my breath, fully engaged in their perilous journey. The stealth elements force you to be cautious. Every step could lead to doom. I loved how the game encourages you to think critically and plan your moves carefully. The bond between Amicia and Hugo is beautifully portrayed, and every decision feels personal. As I played, I felt the weight of their choices, making each moment feel significant. It's an emotionally exhausting but ultimately rewarding journey through medieval France. I found myself reflecting on the themes of love, sacrifice, and survival long after the credits rolled. You'll definitely need some tissues nearby for this one, as the game's poignant moments will tug at your heartstrings and leave a lasting impression. The gameplay is challenging yet satisfying, keeping me on my toes throughout. I appreciated the variety of environments and puzzles that added depth to the story. The emotional highs and lows truly make every moment memorable. So, if you're ready for a deeply emotional experience, A Plague Tale Requiem is a must-play that you won't forget anytime soon. It's a game that lingers in your thoughts, beckoning you to return to its beautifully crafted world.
The ritual has begun. Are we too late? No. We can still make it.
Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew. Pirates are always fun, but undead pirates, now we're talking. I was immediately captivated by Shadow Gambit. The Cursed Crew, which lets you command a group of supernatural swashbucklers in a stealth-focused adventure. Each crew member has unique abilities, and using them together is what makes the gameplay truly shine. As I experimented with different combinations of abilities, I found myself coming up with creative strategies to tackle each level. The levels are open and give you the freedom to approach challenges your way. Want to go in sword swinging or sneak through the shadows? It's all up to you. Your choice. I loved how this freedom made every playthrough feel fresh and exciting. The Cursed Crew members are full of character, each with their own quirks, and it's this uniqueness that makes the game feel so alive. Well, as alive as a cursed pirate can be. Their backstories and personalities really drew me in, making me invested in their journey. I found myself laughing at their banter and rooting for their success as I navigated treacherous waters. The blend of strategy and humor kept me engaged throughout the adventure. Whether I was plotting a daring heist or finding clever ways to avoid detection, I always felt immersed in the pirate life. If you're looking for a game that combines charm and challenge, Shadow Gambit is a treasure worth seeking. With stunning visuals and immersive storytelling, this game truly brings the pirate fantasy to life in a way that's unforgettable.
We banish them.
Banishers: Ghost of New Eden. Imagine being a ghost hunter in a world where spirits are an everyday problem. That's the premise of Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden. I found the concept absolutely fascinating. You play as a couple, one of whom is, well, a ghost, which makes for an interesting dynamic. The interplay between the living and the supernatural adds depth to the narrative, creating moments of tension and tenderness. The game balances action-packed ghost-busting sequences with deeply emotional storytelling. I loved how seamlessly the gameplay transitions from thrilling confrontations to heartfelt moments, drawing me deeper into the characters' lives. The decisions you make throughout the game can have big consequences, which means that every choice counts. I often found myself weighing my options carefully, knowing that each decision could alter the story's outcome. It's got this unique blend of romance, tragedy, and supernatural chaos that keeps you completely engaged from start to finish. As I navigated the challenges of being a ghost hunter, while grappling with my character's emotional struggles, I felt a genuine connection to the story. Every encounter felt meaningful, and I was invested in the couple's journey through love and loss. The combat mechanics are satisfying, and I enjoyed the challenge of defeating various spirits, each with unique abilities. If you're a fan of games that combine action with heartfelt storytelling, Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden is definitely one to check out. It's a captivating experience that lingers in your mind long after you've put the controller down.
Your every move intensifies my pain. Your blind ambition, all your good intentions. Everything you touch turns to ash!
Solar Ash. Solar Ash is like skating through a dream, an action-adventure game that emphasizes fluidity of movement. I was instantly drawn in by the captivating aesthetics and the smooth gameplay mechanics. You play as Rey, a void runner tasked with saving her planet from being sucked into a black hole. The world is gorgeous, and traversal feels effortless, almost like dancing across an alien landscape. As I glided through the vibrant environments, I felt an exhilarating sense of freedom that made exploring every nook and cranny incredibly rewarding. It's fast-paced, and the visual design is just surreal, with vibrant colors and colossal enemies that feel otherworldly. Each area I encountered felt like a new masterpiece, inviting me to explore deeper and discover its secrets. Combat is more about finesse than brute strength, and boss fights are an exercise in timing and reflexes. I loved how each encounter challenged me to think strategically and react quickly, making every victory feel well earned. If you love unique art styles and crave that feeling of speed, Solar Ash will be your jam. The adrenaline rush from zipping through the environment and executing well-timed moves is genuinely addictive. The soundtrack perfectly complements the experience, adding to the dreamlike atmosphere. I found myself completely immersed in Rey's journey, eagerly pushing forward to see what breathtaking sights lay ahead. Every moment felt rewarding, urging me to continue my quest. If you're looking for a visually stunning adventure that offers both speed and creativity, Solar Ash is a must-play. Ghostrunner 2. If parkour, cyberpunk, and adrenaline are words that get you excited, then Ghostrunner 2 is definitely the game for you. The original set a high bar with its fast-paced action and wall-running mechanics, but this sequel takes everything to the next level. I found myself slicing through enemies, dodging bullets, and doing all of this at lightning speed. The thrill is unmatched, and it's a game that demands quick reflexes from its players. Once I got into the groove, I felt rewarded with an almost rhythmic flow that kept me hooked for hours. What I really appreciate about Ghostrunner 2 is how it expands on the story. It dives deeper into the dystopian world filled with cybernetic enhancements and rebellion, which adds an intriguing layer to the gameplay. I felt like I was living out my own cyberpunk action movie, navigating through beautifully crafted levels while battling against formidable foes. The combination of intense action and engaging narrative is simply captivating. Overall, Ghostrunner 2 has everything I loved about the first game, and more. If you thrive on high-octane gameplay and want to experience a world where you can unleash your inner ninja, you simply can't miss this one. With its challenging levels and impressive graphics, it promises to deliver an exhilarating ride that will keep you on the edge of your seat. I can't wait to see where the journey takes me next. The more I play, the more I uncover hidden secrets and stunning environments that make every moment worthwhile. Another crab's treasure. Ever imagined a crustacean Souls-like game? No? Well, Another Crab's Treasure is here to change your mind. You play as a crab who's fighting to reclaim its lost shell in a dangerous underwater world. I was immediately drawn into this unique premise and the creativity behind it. Combat is challenging, yet hilarious. It's all about timing your attacks and dodges while dealing with underwater hazards. I loved how the game combines difficulty with a light-hearted tone, making each encounter both fun and engaging. The game doesn't take itself too seriously, which is its charm. Each enemy encounter made me chuckle as I navigated through the vibrant, cartoonish ocean. The world is quirky and filled with imaginative characters that add to the experience. I found myself exploring every nook and cranny, discovering hidden treasures and amusing dialogue along the way. The level design is both intricate and colourful, making exploration feels rewarding. As I ventured deeper into this underwater realm, I encountered tougher foes and clever puzzles that kept me on my toes. The progression system allows me to upgrade my crab and refine my skills, adding an exciting layer of depth to the gameplay. Overall, Another Crab's Treasure is a delightful mix of challenge and whimsy. If you're looking for a unique gaming experience that combines humor and difficulty, you should definitely dive in. I can't wait to see what other surprises this underwater adventure has in store for me. Every moment is packed with laughs and challenges that keep me coming back for more. Nine Souls. Nine Souls blends platforming, action, and puzzles in a dark, eerie setting. Imagine an alternate reality with an Asian-inspired art style, and you've got 9 souls. The story is mysterious, involving lost civilizations and twisted secrets, which kept me intrigued from the very start. It has that Metroidvania charm where I'm exploring every nook and cranny, uncovering hidden areas and lore. Combat feels precise, and the controls are tight, which is exactly what I want in a game that requires good reflexes. I appreciate how each encounter feels rewarding, making me feel skilled and capable as I take on formidable foes. There's something about the atmosphere that draws me in. It's almost meditative at times. The stunning visuals combined with the haunting soundtrack create a mesmerizing experience. I found myself getting lost in the world, fully immersed in its beauty and darkness. That mix of exploration, action, and storytelling is absolutely addictive. Each new area I discovered felt like a triumph, encouraging me to press on and delve deeper into the game's rich narrative. As I navigated through treacherous landscapes and solved intricate puzzles, I felt a sense of accomplishment with every challenge overcome. The progression system allows me to upgrade my abilities, adding depth to the gameplay. Overall, 9 Souls is an enthralling journey that beautifully intertwines its elements. If you enjoy atmospheric adventures with engaging combat and exploration, this game is definitely worth playing. I can't recommend it enough to fans of the genre. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to smash that like button, and while you're at it, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest awesome content.
I used to have a mundane life, just my everyday routine.
Real name is Trevor Hills, is now on the run in the popular TV show American Arcadia.
American Arcadia. Take a break from the usual action-heavy games with American Arcadia. Here, you're in a reality show. Yep, a Truman Show-esque setup, but with a twist. I was immediately intrigued by this concept, as it offers a fresh take on storytelling. The protagonist needs to escape the city, which is essentially one big set, and it's all about stealth, puzzle solving, and platforming. I loved how the game challenges me to think strategically while navigating this unique environment. The retro-futuristic 70s aesthetics make for a visually appealing world that transports me to a different time and place. The suspense of being constantly watched keeps me on edge, and I found myself feeling genuinely anxious during tense moments. The puzzles are creative enough to keep me hooked, requiring me to use my wits and intuition to progress. I appreciated how each challenge felt rewarding, providing a sense of accomplishment upon completion. It's quirky, thrilling, and surprisingly poignant, making me question the very concept of entertainment versus reality. As I delved deeper into the story, I became emotionally invested in the protagonist's journey, which added an unexpected layer of depth to the gameplay. The commentary on surveillance and personal freedom resonated with me, prompting me to reflect on my own experiences. Overall, American Arcadia is a captivating experience that stands out in the gaming landscape. If you're looking for something different, I highly recommend giving this game a try. It's a thought-provoking adventure that combines fun with meaningful storytelling, making it truly memorable.
This place might be meant to test us, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
The Talos Principle 2. If brain-twisting puzzles are your jam, then you've got to try the Talos Principle 2. It picks up where the first game left off, exploring the themes of consciousness, humanity, and artificial intelligence. You know, the light stuff. I was immediately drawn into this thought-provoking world, eager to unravel its complex narrative. The puzzles are challenging without being unfair, requiring you to manipulate the environment and solve intricate problems. I loved how each puzzle pushed me to think outside the box and apply logic creatively. It's the kind of game that makes you feel smart, but not in a patronizing way. The philosophical narrative is deep, and I found myself reflecting on the implications of artificial intelligence and what it means to be human. It's wrapped in a beautiful world full of secrets and mysteries, which kept me exploring every corner for hidden clues. I appreciated the meticulous level design, as it added layers to the gameplay that were both rewarding and engaging. The voice acting and sound design enhanced the atmosphere, immersing me further into the experience. I often lost track of time as I became engrossed in the narrative and the puzzles, which felt both satisfying and meaningful. Overall, the Talos Principle 2 is a must-play for anyone who loves a bit of brain workout with their gaming. If you enjoy games that challenge your intellect while provoking profound questions, I can't recommend this one enough. It's an enriching journey that combines mental challenges with a compelling story, making it truly unforgettable. I can't wait to see where this mind-bending adventure takes me next. Remnant 2. It takes everything that worked in the original, intense combat, procedural level generation, and co-op gameplay, and takes it up a notch. This is a challenging shooter with a focus on tactical combat. I was immediately impressed by how it retained the core elements while introducing new features that enhance the experience. You can play solo or with friends, which makes each playthrough different thanks to its randomly generated levels. I found that playing with friends made the challenges even more enjoyable, as we strategized together to overcome obstacles. I loved how this variability keeps the game fresh and exciting, encouraging me to dive back in for more. The enemy designs are absolutely horrifying, and the boss battles require you to strategize on the fly. I found myself constantly adapting my tactics, which kept the adrenaline pumping throughout my sessions. Loot and gear progression are addictive, and each weapon you pick up feels unique. I appreciated how the game encourages exploration, rewarding me with fantastic gear that significantly impacts my playstyle. It's gritty, challenging, and full of surprises, exactly what a sequel should be. I was thrilled to discover new weapons and abilities that changed the way I approached each encounter. Each new weapon felt like a game changer, allowing for fresh strategies in combat. The world is beautifully crafted, filled with detailed environments that draw you in and make you feel part of the action. Overall, Remnant 2 is a fantastic follow-up that expands on its predecessor's strengths while introducing exciting new mechanics. If you're a fan of intense shooters and tactical gameplay, I highly recommend diving into this exhilarating adventure. You won't be disappointed by this remarkable experience.
Heroes of Trine, protectors of the realm.
Trine 5. Trine 5, platforming and action that fans of the series love. I was immediately struck by the stunning graphics. They're more gorgeous than ever, featuring fairy tale-like environments filled with vibrant colors and imaginative designs. You get to control 3 different characters, each with unique abilities, and the puzzles require clever use of all of them. I found that each character added a fresh twist to the gameplay, making every puzzle feel engaging and rewarding. It's a game that's best enjoyed with friends in co-op, but even solo, the experience is delightful. I especially appreciated how well the game balances teamwork and individual problem solving, ensuring that no matter how you play, there's plenty of fun to be had. The humor and charm of the series are intact, making Trine 5 a thoroughly enjoyable fantasy romp. Whether I'm leaping across platforms or manipulating objects to solve intricate puzzles, I can't help but smile at the whimsical nature of it all. The game also features a rich soundtrack that perfectly complements the enchanting visuals, drawing me deeper into its magical world. If you're a fan of the franchise, this installment is a must-play, and even newcomers will find it hard to resist the enchanting world it offers. Overall, I think Trine 5 is a delightful return to form, filled with everything that makes the series so special. With its blend of creativity, humor, and captivating gameplay, I can't recommend it enough. I'm truly excited to dive back into this captivating adventure.
May the odds guide your fist, human.
This fist? You're not even gonna lend me your spear?
I shall not influence the trial.
Outcast, A New Beginning. For those of you who love sprawling alien worlds, I can confidently say that Outcast, A New Beginning is the ticket. This game gives you an entire alien civilization to explore, and it's not just about shooting stuff. I appreciate how it invites players to dive deep into its lore rather than relying solely on action. There's a story here, filled with choices, intrigue, and cultural discoveries. You play as Cutter Slade, yeah, the name's as badass as it sounds, on a mission to save an alien world. I love the feeling of being a hero, facing challenges that impact the fate of an entire civilization. The environments are lush and beautifully detailed, making exploration a true pleasure. As I wandered through vibrant landscapes, I couldn't help but admire the artistry that went into crafting this world. Combat has its moments, but the real highlight is interacting with the alien inhabitants and shaping the world's future. I found myself engrossed in conversations, learning about their culture and beliefs, which added layers to my experience. The choices I made had real consequences, making each decision feel weighty and significant. The thrill of unraveling mysteries kept me glued to my screen, eager to discover more. This isn't just a game, it's an adventure where every interaction counts. Outcast, A New Beginning is perfect for players who crave depth and engagement in their gaming experience, offering a chance to forge a unique path through its captivating narrative. I can't wait to see how my decisions shape the alien world.
I know you're sharpening your teeth for the president.
Evil West. Imagine if the Wild West had vampires, and you were the gunslinger out to hunt them down. That's Evil West for you. The game is a mix of classic Western elements with gothic horror. I was immediately drawn into its unique blend of genres, where the gritty atmosphere makes every encounter feel intense. The combat is a blast, literally, with a variety of weapons and abilities to rip through supernatural foes. I loved experimenting with different combos and finding the best ways to dispatch my enemies, which added a fun layer to the gameplay. The levels are linear but packed with action, and the story, while not overly complex, is entertaining enough to keep you going. I found myself invested in the world, eager to see how the narrative unfolded with each encounter. There's something just so satisfying about being a cowboy in a world filled with monsters, especially when the action is this over the top. The satisfaction of landing a perfectly timed shot or executing a devastating finisher against a vampire is simply exhilarating. The visuals are striking, and I appreciated the attention to detail in the environments that make you feel like you're truly immersed in this twisted frontier. Every shootout felt like a scene from a Wild West movie, only with a supernatural twist. Evil West is a thrilling ride for anyone who loves action-packed adventures, blending humor, horror, and the spirit of the Wild West into one unforgettable experience. It's a wild journey that I can't recommend enough.
Congratulations, Builder! Your workshop is officially open for business in Sandrock.
Let's take Sandrock back to its glory days during our time.
My time at Sandrock. If you're into cozy crafting games, I can assure you that My Time at Sandrock will be right up your alley. This sequel to My Time at Portia brings the same charm but adds more depth. I was immediately captivated by the vibrant desert town and the sense of purpose it instilled in me. You're in a desert town rebuilding it from scratch, gathering resource, crafting, and building relationships with quirky townsfolk. I found that each character had their own unique stories and quirks, making every interaction feel special and engaging. It's the kind of game that's perfect for when you want to relax and escape to a more hopeful place. The art style is cute, and the characters are fun to interact with, which adds to the overall warmth of the experience. There's always something new to do, whether it's embarking on quests, participating in local festivals, or upgrading your workshop. I love the feeling of progress as I transform my humble workshop into a thriving hub of creativity. It's all about community and creativity, making it a delightful escape. Every moment spent in Sandrock feels like a chance to unwind and immerse myself in a world where I can truly express my creativity. The soothing soundtrack and cheerful ambience create an atmosphere that's perfect for losing track of time. If you're looking for a game that blends crafting, exploration, and heartwarming interactions, My Time at Sandrock is definitely worth your time. I can't wait to dive back in and see what new adventures await. With each play session, I discover something magical that keeps me coming back. The
Thaumaturge, and staring into the depths of the human soul is my craft.
The Thaumaturge. For those into RPGs with a bit of a twist, I can confidently say that the Thaumaturge offers something fresh. Set in early 20th century Poland, the game dives deep into mystical practices and the supernatural. I was immediately drawn into the rich atmosphere, where every corner of the game world felt alive with history. You're playing as a Thaumaturge, someone who can see and control spirit. It's a mix of exploration, dialogue-heavy storytelling, and tactical combat with a focus on the relationships between characters. I loved how each character had their own unique backstories, which added depth to every interaction. The setting is unique, filled with cultural references and supernatural folklore. As I delved deeper into the narrative, I found myself captivated by the intriguing lore that shaped the world. It's not your typical fantasy game, and that's what makes it special. An RPG that combines history with mysticism in an absolutely compelling way. The visuals are striking, perfectly capturing the essence of the time period, and the sound design enhances the overall experience. I appreciated the way the game encourages exploration and engagement with its story, allowing me to uncover secrets and make impactful choices. Every decision felt significant, shaping not only my character's journey, but also the fates of those around me. If you're looking for an RPG that stands out from the crowd, the Thaumaturge is definitely worth your time. I can't wait to see where this mystical adventure takes me next, and I truly hope others enjoy it as much as I do. Asterigos Curse of the Stars. Asterigos Curse of the Stars brings you a stunning world inspired by Greek and Roman mythology, with some seriously satisfying combat. As I ventured through its beautifully crafted landscapes, I felt immersed in a vibrant world teeming with life and mythology. You play as Hilda, a young warrior on a quest to save her father, and each area of the game brings new challenges, puzzles, and monsters inspired by mythology. I was continually captivated by the stunning environments and rich cultural references woven throughout the game. I was also constantly surprised by the creative design of the enemies, each with unique abilities that kept me on my toes. The game's bright, cartoonish graphics make it visually distinct, and combat is all about mastering different weapons and playstyles. I loved experimenting with various weapon combinations, which allowed me to find the perfect fit for my combat style. The story is heartfelt, and there are lots of lore bits for those who love diving deep into a game's world. Every piece of lore I discovered enriched my understanding of Hilda's journey and the challenges she faced. It's a charming action RPG that's perfect for anyone wanting an adventure full of myth and magic. I cherished the moments when I unlocked new abilities, which added layers of excitement to the gameplay. I found myself not only engaged in the action, but also invested in Hilda's story and the relationships she built along the way. I can't wait to dive back into this captivating world and uncover even more secrets and hidden treasures. Indika. If you're in the mood for something a little more out there, then I can confidently say that Indika might just be what you're looking for. It's set in early 20th century Russia and dives into some pretty dark themes. Think supernatural horror mixed with social drama. As I navigated through its twisted narrative, I felt increasingly drawn into the protagonist's struggles. The protagonist finds herself in a nightmarish version of her reality, and it's up to you to make sense of it all. I found myself piecing together clues, unraveling the mysteries that haunted her existence. The atmosphere is what makes Indika shine. It's eerie, surreal, and deeply unsettling. Every environment is meticulously crafted, enhancing the sense of dread and intrigue. It's more about the story and exploration than combat, which suits the tone perfectly. I appreciated this approach, as it allowed me to focus on the narrative and my character's emotional journey. It's a haunting experience that will stick with you long after you finish. I often found myself reflecting on the themes and moral dilemmas presented, making it a game that lingers in the mind. If you're seeking a unique blend of horror and depth, Indika is definitely worth exploring. I can't wait to share my thoughts with friends and discuss the game's profound implications. This game has genuinely reshaped my understanding of horror in video games, revealing how powerful storytelling can be when combined with unsettling visuals and themes. I believe it's a title that deserves attention for its creativity and emotional impact.
Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine. That, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Unicorn Overlord. And last but certainly not least, I have to mention Unicorn Overlord. This game is as bonkers as the title suggests. Imagine a fantasy world where unicorns lead armies into battle. Yep, it's real, and it's amazing. From the moment I started playing, I was captivated by its vibrant art style and playful atmosphere. The game is a mix of turn-based strategy and real-time element, where you lead your armies against various foes, all under the command of a mighty unicorn. I loved how each battle felt unique, blending tactical planning with fast-paced action. It's colorful, it's humorous, and it's got just enough strategy to keep you hooked. Every mission introduces quirky challenges that made me think on my feet while still having a blast. The story is whimsical, and the characters are all delightfully eccentric. I found myself chuckling at the clever dialogue and absurd situations the characters found themselves in. It's a light-hearted game that doesn't take itself too seriously, just pure fun from start to finish. I appreciated that it was an escape from the more intense gaming experiences I usually gravitate toward. Unicorn Overlord is perfect for anyone looking for a laugh and a good time. If you're in need of a game that combines charm, humor, and strategy, this is one you should definitely check out. I can't wait to dive back in and explore more of its fantastical world. Each play session leaves me grinning, eager to see what outrageous adventures await around the next corner. And there we have it, folks. 25 incredible AA games that prove you don't need a blockbuster budget to create something memorable and worthwhile. Each one of these games delivers something unique, whether it's an emotional story, satisfying combat, or just a quirky twist you never saw coming. The AA space is packed with hidden gems, and these are just some of my top picks that are totally worth every penny. I hope this list helps you find your next gaming adventure, whether you're craving an emotional journey, thrilling combat, or something a little offbeat. If you've played any of these or have a favorite AA game that I missed, drop it in the comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts and recommendations. Until next time, happy gaming. But before we wrap up, let's give a quick shout out to the AA games that didn't quite make the list but still deserve your attention. Titles like Hellpoint, Darksiders Genesis, and The Ascent are all amazing games that bring something different to the table. They offer unique takes on their respective genres and are definitely worth checking out if you want even more quality games to play without breaking the bank. There's so much to love in the AA space that you'll find yourself constantly discovering hidden gems that keep gaming fresh and exciting. These games might not always have the marketing power of the biggest AAA franchises, but they've got heart, creativity, and a willingness to take risks. And that, my friends, is why I'll always have a soft spot for them. So fire up your consoles or PCs, dive into one of these adventures, and don't forget to share your thoughts below. What are your favorite AA games? What hidden treasures have I missed? I can't wait to see what you all come up with. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and as always, keep playing, keep exploring, and stay marvelous. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay connected with all our latest updates.